Hello, this is Ami Khan from Finance Doctor Global. So, I've been wondering a lot recently about businesses, which I think about a lot anyway, and being an entrepreneur. And in particular, I noticed that generally entrepreneurs fall into two camps. The first camp is you get these business owners that are doing extremely well financially, but they don't look very happy, or you find out later that maybe they don't have very healthy relationships, or they're not very healthy in their body or mind, or they're spiritually not very content. And you see this even with artists like Robin Williams, who looked very happy, who was outwardly very, very successful, but unfortunately ultimately took his own life because he wasn't fulfilled. And then you get the other business owners, or the entrepreneurs, or the successful people that are fulfilled and they're financially successful. And I think the thing that differentiates those two groups is when you identify what your purpose or your calling, or what you're naturally good at doing, and you give yourself permission to do more of that rather than do what you think you should be doing. Once it can be quite scary, and a lot of people, it feels very uncomfortable, and they kind of run away from it because their ego comes in and says, right, this person isn't doing it, and you are in the minority if you start following your natural talents and desires. But once you start doing that, it is scary, and there is another side to it. Once you give yourself permission to do more of what you're naturally good at, it doesn't feel like work that much. It's actually something you enjoy doing, and from that you become more creative, and that creative place is called flow. When you're in a state of flow, you can add more value, and we all know that when you add more value to your clients, to your customers, that eventually results in more profits and sales. So I feel like there's almost like a connection between fulfillment, flow, and financial success. You can get financial success in other ways, but if you want to be fulfilled and financially successful, then there's another route to do it. It might take a bit longer to do, but you'll have the biggest impact, and you'll be able to design a life that's based on your own ideas, your values. So when you live by your values, you live more authentically, you are able to help like-minded people more, and it works itself out. But you have to come out that comfort zone first. You've got to put yourself out there. You have to put yourself first, and you have to trust that what the skills that you have are good enough. And with time, if you stay true and you keep coming out of your comfort zone, and you do have an idea of what you want your life to look like, and the kind of value you want to add to your clients and your business, then that will lead to financial success and financial freedom, and the financial success that you want. Like there's no two ways about it. That's how it works. So you can either become financially successful in your business through following someone else's path, in which case there might be some incongruence in between your values and the values that you're following, or you can take the time out, figure out what it is you're really good at, get into that natural state of flow where you can add more value, be more creative, and get into that space where you can continue to add value, and then that will result in more financial freedom, because the more value you give, the more money you generate, because what you're giving to people is helping them solve something, or it's adding value to other businesses or other people's lives. So that's my 3-step formula for achieving fulfillment and financial freedom. So start with the fulfillment, what fulfills you. if you carry on with that, if you follow that, what fulfills you, you keep digging down into it, you get into a state of flow. Flow allows you to be, there's a lot of research actually that's been done on what happens when you're in that state of flow, because you become very, very creative, you come up with more ideas, you create more space for you to connect with I guess, you know, other parts of your mind that you don't generally access on a daily basis, and that allows you to come up with more value added ideas, eventually leading to more financial freedom. So that's my formula.